Principle is something very similar to gravity. There's really not a lot of discussion about it. It's a fact. So if you step off a building, you will fall. And that's really what a principle is there's not a lot of debate. It's just, that's what it is. So way back in the day, I started thinking about how do you cut through the noise with people? There's a lot of information out there. There's 50,000 diet books on the market today, and everything changes each and every day. But I started thinking back, really, what are the three things that people need to understand? And this is the science of the system. The first principle is the cell. In the human body, we have approximately 50 trillion cells. That's a lot of cells. But the beautiful thing is that behavior, we turn over 1 to 2 trillion cells every day. And so it really does make a difference in how your behavior matters in your cells. So everything begins at the cell. My skin, my hair, my nails, digestion. Losing weight begins at the cell level. So what do you need to know about the cell? The outer rim of the cell is called the cell membrane. That is the brains of the cell. And all I want you to know is that cell membrane needs to be soft and permeable. If it becomes soft and permeable, you'll start getting healthier. And the fastest way to do that is through some of the foods you eat, how you sleep, all those things. Number 2, gosh, Chris, I want to have better energy. You want more energy. That's the mitochondria. That's a big word for car engine. That's the motor inside the cell. And what you feed the mitochondria is what makes your energy come alive. We're manufacturing energy like never before. We're not understanding the mitochondria is what drives the energy. And last but not least is the nucleus, the RNA and DNA inside the cell. For many years, we thought that genetics, we were doomed, cancer, heart disease. But now we know epigenetics, your behavior does matter. So the outer rim of the cell, as it gets healthier, communicates to the inside of the cell, to the nucleus, and that's the power of the cell itself. One thing I want you to keep in mind is a calorie does not equal a calorie. So 100 calories of chocolate cake and 100 calories of broccoli, from the cell's viewpoint, is not the same. So that's why calories do not equal a calorie. Principle number 2 is pH balance. This is potential hydrogen. Why do you need to know that? Because in the human body, you have an alkaline side and an acid side. So it's a scale. And the human body will want to keep you in balance. And that balance is right around 7 on a pH scale. So acid is 1, alkaline is close to 14, balance is 7. Why do you need to know that? Because as a human body, the body will keep you in balance through your lungs, through your kidneys, and through minerals. So if the body gets a little bit out of balance pH, the body starts to have to do things to get you back into balance. Life in the United States is very acidic. Too much processed foods, too much soda pop, too much alcohol, too much stress, lack of sleep. That all moves the body on the acid side. So what's the problem? As the body becomes more acidic, your body has to have checks and balances to bring you back. And one of the checks and balances is minerals. They're called buffering minerals. We have an epidemic level of calcium intake, but we still have bad bone health. We have all sorts of digestive issues, acid reflux, gout, direct related to too much acid. We have high levels of stress, all these things, brain problems, the pH is out of balance. That was me growing up. Nobody ever told me when I was growing up about my bad skin. It was what I was eating and drinking or what I was lacking. So as I changed my food, my pH got more alkaline, my skin got better, my inflammation got better. So as your body gets too acidic, your body has to use checks and balances, and one of them is minerals to bring you back into balance. As you move over to the other side of the equation, you're eating healthier foods, you're getting more rest, controlling your stress, daily movement, drinking more water, your body becomes more alkaline. And as the body becomes more alkaline, your body gets healthier. Skin gets better, hair gets better, nails get better, digestion gets better, and inflammation goes down. So the big point I want you to understand about pH, as your body becomes very acidic, acid equals inflammation. And the more inflammation you have, that's the raw material for every disease known in the human race. So leaving principle number 2 is you want to make your body more alkaline. As you make your body more alkaline, you eat more fruits and vegetables, you get a better night's sleep. These things all make the body more alkaline, and the body becomes much healthier. The third principle is the source. Where does it come from? So let me use an example here. If a coconut falls from the tree onto the ground, is that coconut healthy? And the answer is absolutely. It's the source. High in lauric acid, great for digestion. It's the source. But then we turn it into a candy bar loaded with coconut. It's not the same. So again, keep coming back to this over and over. What's the source? So I find that many people are confused if something's good or bad for them. Is a potato good for you? Is a banana good for you? Of course, it's the source. So anytime you ask the question, what's the source? The closer it gets to the source, the better it is for you. Not only is it good for the body, but it's also very inexpensive. So this is a principle I want you to follow over and over and over. And when you get confused, whether you're a third grader or a PhD, it's a simple principle to understand. Ask the question, what's the source? And again, as it gets closer to the source, the better it is for the human body. So let's use an example of flax seeds. Flax seeds you can buy in almost every store. They're high in lignans, they're high in fiber, they're high in omega-3 fats, amazingly healthy for the human body. That's the source. Then we convert that flax seed into a flaxseed oil. Now we've lost the fiber, we've lost the lignans, price goes up. It's not the source. And then we go to the flaxseed oil gel tablets, price goes way up and we've lost all of value. So again, that's an easy example to understand that flax seeds are the source. That's where we want to go to. So how do you improve a digestion? Do you need a probiotic? Eat an apple. Apple's one of the most powerful ways to improve digestion. If you need more protein, does it have to come from a protein powder? The answer is no. Get back to the source. Nuts, seeds, there's many things that help you improve protein. So these are the easy questions I want you to ask yourself, is that if I want to get better, get healthier, always ask the question, what's the source? And the closer you get to the source, the better it is for you. So the OTL principles are the foundation, it's the science moving forward. So we want you to understand why you're doing whatever you're doing. Back to the cell, is it good for my cell? Is it balancing my pH? Is it closer to the source? So when you get confused or you're learning about stress or sleep or whatever, these will all come back to the three principles and these will never change. This is a science behind what we're teaching you. So again, can you say yes to all three? And if you can, you're in a direction that's going to make the human body healthy and happy.